Okay, right. Hello, YouTube. Day 4 of our 30-day challenge. I want to ask you a favor if you're watching this. If you're watching this, it's probably because you know me, because I have no big following right now, right? So I want to thank you. I want to actually just, yeah, thank you so much for cheering me on. And some of you that I'm talking to are saying to yourself, and you've told me that you actually want to do this challenge as well, that you've been wanting to start a YouTube channel or you have one that you haven't amped up and you'd like to do it. So I encourage you, just go for it. But I have a favor to ask of you if you are watching this before we get going into what I'll cover today shortly is would you click like and would you consider hitting subscribe on my channel? Because this is an experiment. I want to see what happens. And I'm just being honest about like literally, I don't know what I'm doing here. I have no strategy. I just felt an impulse to start going live for 30 days every day, which I'm doing. So there's my little calendar. We're going to be at day 4 here. Wow, that's mirror. I'm not not pointing very well at that. So I'll mark my day 4 off today. But today, what I've really felt to share is, and it's so funny, just being honest with you right now. So I had this thought before I went on, and right now, because this is live, like I'm blanking on it and I didn't write it down. So let me just talk about that, this whole experience. I know what it is. What is the win? What is the win? Like, why am I even doing this? So for me, and I just think this might help you, um, is sometimes when you want to do something, the win gets so lofty that you can never live up to it, especially if it's a new thing you're doing. Because when you're new at something, you're usually not good at it, right? If you were good at it, you would have already mastered it or close to mastering it, and you would know what you're doing, and you wouldn't be new if you were really good. So for me, and if you're thinking about taking on this challenge yourself, I would just submit this to you for your consideration. I was telling a girlfriend of mine today, we had breakfast together, and she's thinking about doing this. And you know who you are if you're watching this. And I told her, like, I don't even care what the results are right now. I'm just doing this as an act of obedience to the desire that's within me. And you have to just step out in discomfort. You have to do something new to have something new. So my win is just in taking action and in priming the pump, because I do have a podcast I would like to create, and I'm sure as I'm going, I'll get better at this live stream thing, and I'll learn like even how to speak faster on camera. I've noticed that maybe I talk a little bit slower than what I would like. So I'd love your feedback on that. If you're watching and you're willing to share feedback, like if you think I talk too slow, just put too slow. If you think, no, that sounds good, like I can speed, because you can speed up if you want on YouTube, right? And I do watch things in double speed a lot of times because I like a faster content flow, but sometimes people don't want the faster, they want the slower. But I just notice for me when I'm watching replays, I feel like, okay, I'm speaking a little slower than what I would want if I were a viewer. So I'm practicing that. I'm practicing having concise thoughts and just being confident on live. I'm just practicing all those things. So that's the win. For me, what's the win is being consistent every day. Some days might be good, some days might be terrible. Some videos might have more views than others. I'm not really looking for the views, although it'd be awesome if the views grow, because that's going to give me feedback and it's going to teach me something. So I'm just in a little learning growth moment. I felt the grace to do it. I didn't overthink it. And so what's the win in what you're doing? What is the win? Like, do you, with a lot of what you do you get frustrated if you don't have a specific result? I would challenge you to question why you're doing what you're doing, because if you're only going after a certain end result, then you might not be enjoying your day-to-day journey. It's really important that you enjoy the actual work of the journey on your way to the result, because the result will your desired result is a moving target. It's always, oh my gosh, it's going to be moving all the time, because as soon as you achieve what you set out to achieve, by that time you already have a new goal that you're trying to hit. So if you don't enjoy the actual work on the journey of getting there, then your life will probably go from misery to misery, not victory to victory, not strength to strength. Because even though you are getting stronger and you are having what other people would consider wins, you're not defining that as a win. So maybe instead of looking at your end goal as the only definition of a win for you, look at the daily routine, or even if it's not daily, just like consistent moving the needle forward, however often that is. Maybe it's weekly, maybe it's monthly. Like, look at that as your win and celebrate your progress. Progress is winning, whatever that looks like. So have a great day. And I pray and I challenge you to take ownership of your desires and your destiny. And we're all in this thing together. Let's cheer each other on. If you succeed, then that means we all have a better chance of success in life. And I just ask you to, if you're enjoying this, click like, that would help so much. Hit subscribe, and then maybe share this with somebody. Maybe you just copy paste the link and text it to somebody if you don't want to like share it online. Um, Thank you and goodbye.